Alright, what is going on, everybody on YouTube? Griffin here from Millennial Motivation Entrepreneur, coming back to you guys with another, hopefully, informative live stream for you guys. I'm going to try, like I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to try to stay more on topic. If you're wondering what the topic is, obviously look at the title and look in the description box. But I noticed on a few of my recent live stream videos after they upload whatever, people that would tend to watch them after the live stream, I've gotten a couple of thumbs down, which isn't the end of the world. Not everybody's going to like you or your content, but I'm wondering if maybe the fact that like I don't always obviously stay 100% on topic, at least right off the bat, it might be causing that. So I'm going to try at first at the beginning to just stay on topic based off what the title of the video is and what I say in the description, and then like midway towards like whenever I get done saying what I'm saying, then I'll like break down your all's ticker symbols or answer any questions or talk to you guys in general. But I hope that doesn't like kind of make anyone like mad or anything. If so, I mean, whatever, hopefully you guys understand. But anyways, right to the whole point of the video, I want to just talk about I don't even remember exactly what we are going to be talking about. Let me go ahead and check that out. To day trading, yeah, why people love averaging down. Sorry about that. It's been a long day, long week. So why, like, what is averaging down? Most people probably know if you've been trading even for like a couple weeks. But if you're brand new, you might not know exactly what averaging down is and why people tend to love doing it, especially in a highly volatile stock market. So I have TVIX pulled up here. Obviously, you guys know I've been stuck in TVIX pretty much all week, just to the obvious like horrible entry point I had around 1167 or somewhere on there. We can look at it really quick if you guys want, but I'll talk about that later on. But anyway, so with averaging down, like I said, I got in at like 1167 and then obviously rode down. So what is averaging down exactly? So let's say you got in at 1167 like me, and you saw potential, you look back at the recent trend, and you saw potential overall, and it didn't quite work out as you expected. Obviously, TVIX is pretty much inverse of the overall stock market, which is why we saw a huge push the last day and a half, essentially, with TVIX. But anyways, with averaging down, so what you're going to do, let's say you got in, like I said, 1167, and you believe we will see like 12 or even higher, like a lot of people are predicting, and just based off of recent trends over the last 180 days, over the last few years even, we can obviously see 12 to even 14 is not out of the realm of possibility. But let's say obviously you're longing this at this point, like you're not shorting it, you're holding it for a decent amount of time, you're swing trading it at the minimum, so you're wanting to average down. So how would you do that? It's pretty much just how it sounds. You're pretty much averaging down the cost of your shares. So you start out at 1167, let's say to keep it simple, you bought 10 shares, so that'd be what, I guess we should probably have the calculator pulled up for this. If it'll load, there we go, boom. So you bought in around 1167. Hopefully the stream's doing well. My computer's lagging, so let me know in the chat if the stream's lagging or anything. But 1167, so you bought 10 shares. That's going to be roughly $116.70 if you're trading for free on an account like Robinhood. Robinhood is obviously what I use, so that's what I'm using for this. So you're at $116.70. But either way, that doesn't really matter. The whole point is that right now your average is at 1167 at 10 shares. So let's say you wrote it down. Let's say you bought another 10 shares at, I don't know, let's keep it simple and just say like 10 bucks. So you bought another 10 shares at 10 bucks, so pretty much another $100. So what you would do then is you would take your $100 plus, that's why I was adding it up, and that makes sense. You take your $100 from like the 10 shares at $10 plus the, what was it, $116.70 if I remember right. So you're going to take that and then you're going to divide it by the total amount of shares. Robinhood breaks this all down for you. If you actually click on the stock or ETF, whatever that you're invested in, if you click on it and scroll down, they have it all broken down for you for like your average buy price. That's pretty much what this is calculating here, is what is your average buy price. So you have 20 shares, so you just divide that by 20, and then you see your total buy price, like your average cost per share dropped from 1167 down to 1083.5, however you want to, if you want to round it up, 1084. Either way, your overall average buy price dropped almost a whole dollar by continuing to average down is the term. It's just pretty much a term at the end of the day. You can pretty much say whatever you want. Keep buying lower, buy low, buy low, buy low, and ultimately sell high. But the ultimate term for that is just averaging down. You're pretty much just buying it all the way down. That way, if anything, you want to buy more shares on the way down because that'll obviously make your overall buy price drop a lot quicker and a lot lower. That is why I kept mentioning if I had more funds available, I would have kept buying TVIX all the way down. I would have even bought a whole bunch yesterday when we broke around like 930 for the longest. Because obviously then I would have probably ended up selling today in all honesty if I was able to do that. But actually, I don't know because I'm honestly predicting Monday to be pretty bad for the markets. I don't know how bad. I'm guessing at least minus 500 on the Dow. But I'll talk about that on Sunday Stock Watch unless if you guys are interested in that near the end of the video. But yeah, so I mean, there wasn't really too much to really mention as for the overall point of this video. It's just, I know a lot of people, I see it like mostly, I mean, when I was new, I was wondering what do people mean by averaging down or averaging up, whatever. Like, what do they mean by that? And I had to kind of just Google it, YouTube it. So hopefully this video will help, especially newer people. And I guess with that, we can go ahead and talk about my overall trades for the day. Obviously, I'm still holding. I mentioned that I might have to hold over the weekend. That's obviously what I'm going to be doing. Pretty much, like I said, I bought into, but let's look overall real quick at my Robinhood account so you guys can see how the day went. Obviously, I'm doing this live stream a little bit earlier than usual. It's usually around 8 o'clock, but it is Friday, and my girlfriend's making dinner currently, so I wanted to be done for that. But as you can see, we went up about $70 today. At one point, we were actually up like $113, $116, and I can't lie to you guys, I was really considering, quote-unquote, cutting my losses because that would have put me at only like minus $10 for the week, which after how bad the week got, I can't lie to you guys, I was really considering it because look how low I was at one point. I was down over $130 for like pretty much minus 16%. Obviously, I got in at a horrible price at TVIX, and then DRIP as well. DRIP I got in at like $13.25 or $13.35, something like that. DRIP, they're both, why did I hold them both though? Because DRIP actually got up to like pretty damn close to where I bought it at, and that was one I was really considering just going ahead and cutting losses on. But then I was looking at the overall trend. We can go ahead and look at that if you guys want, and I'll go ahead and pull you guys back up here. Obviously, I've been on DRIP a lot, DRIP, Gush, all kinds of like ETFs and whatnot. If you just look at the overall pattern, what does it continue? I mean, let me go back a little bit further, I think. 20 day maybe. So what does it keep doing? What I am looking out for is for this SMA. You can see it got up past this SMA today and it got rejected. That's one thing I'm slightly worried about, but it tends to go inverse or inverse of /CL. I thought I had that on here. Here we go. /CL, which tends to not 100% of the time, but it tends to move with the market. As you can see, it was down over $1.50 today. So what happened? You saw a big push with DRIP today. So if on Monday the market does sell off at least first thing in the morning, like almost every single person with a brain, in all honesty, is predicting to happen, at least morning. Like I said, I don't know about for the whole day, but at least for morning, early market hours, we're expecting a pretty big sell-off again Monday morning, and then who knows for the rest of the week. Honestly, I plan on getting out of DRIP and TVIX in all honesty Monday. I will actually be live all day Monday, more than likely similar to this last Monday when I went live. I'm starting my overnight shift actually next week, next Wednesday night, but my days off are Monday, Tuesday. So with that, I'll be able to go live for you guys starting Monday. Pretty much, I'm going to try to do it every single market day in all honesty, at least for sure the days that I can actually trade. So like next week it'd be Monday, maybe Tuesday if I don't sell, but more than likely Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the following week, Tuesday, Thursday, so on. I've already mentioned that, and we'll talk about it more on Sunday Stock Watch. But anyways, point being, if crude oil, like the futures essentially, continue to sell off with the rest of the market, I look for DRIP to possibly push near this next resistance around 1375. We pushed up to the resistance, like I called it out yesterday. I said we're going to see a pretty tough resistance right around 13 to 1320. Sure enough, we did. If we look at the 1 day, if we look at the 1 day, where did it hit? 1323, and then it got rejected. I said once we break through around 1250, or was it 13? I said around, I thought it was around 1275 for some reason. But either way, we just went ahead and pushed right on through it with obviously the huge sell-off of the market in the afternoon. Overall, drip saw what, like a 8% increase, 8.25% increase on the day, which is obviously very good. And now we seem to be forming this support right around like 1250. It's currently 1259. You can see that it consolidated pretty well around 1245 to 1250. So what I'm really looking for, in all honesty, is you can see it's consolidating again right around there, even into even into after hours. And the RSI isn't really showing any signs of it being overbought. MACD is kind of showing, I mean, it should go ahead and start swinging back up. So, I mean, I would not be surprised on Monday to see oil get near, I think we have a thing here, let's see. Tariff talk isn't the only problem. So, yeah, see, I mean, there's just so much going on. There's at least going to be a minor pullback at the minimum, at the bare minimum, probably going into Monday morning. I look for the Dow to open up at least down 300 points. Who knows from there? In all honesty, we could end minus 500 or 600 like today, or we could end up kind of unching and not really moving too much. But I really think something big is going to happen. Personally, I've been calling it out for like a week or two now. I said that the markets are so unstable. Just the slightest amount of news is like just wrecking this market, in all honesty. So, and who knows how China is going to retaliate to Trump's talks the last day or two. There's just a lot that's really going to happen. So with that being said, I look for oil to probably get around, if it drops below $61, drip could easily shoot through $14 in all honesty. But what I'm really looking for is for it to settle around $61 and just a little bit below. Maybe we'll just see. Like I said, I'm no fortune teller or anything. But going back to the 20-day, if that happens, I look for it, like I said, to get near $13.50 to $14 at that point. And then who knows from there, in all honesty. I don't really care. That I'll obviously be getting out at that point. I'll finally have profited from drip. At that point, I will have profited decently from TVIX as well. Get out, learn my lesson, move on. But, so what else with TVIX? I feel like I want to say something with TVIX as well. But one thing to also look out for is that, yes, SMA is still going to act as a resistance right around $13. So when it pushes up to 13, I look for it to consolidate a little bit. But if the markets continue just tank on Monday, then I'll look for it again, like I said, to at least get up to 13.50, maybe even a little higher. And with that, where do I see Gush going? I look for Gush to trend back down. I think Gush might hit as low as like 21, maybe even $20 on Monday. 20 might be pushing it, but I'm thinking 21 is not out of the realm of possibility for sure. I know a lot of people shorted Gush today. I think they made like $1 or $2 per share profit off of that, so that was like 4 to 5%, which is awesome for those that did that. And I mean, you could have shorted drip first thing this morning as well and made about at 1.10%. So I mean, there were some good moves today. I really wish that my money was available, but obviously it's tied up in drip and TVIX. But with that being said, looking at TVIX, what do I see? I look for it to go ahead with the market selling off more than likely Monday. I look for it to at least push north of 12. And then with that being said, I'm looking for it. There's going to be a strong resistance right around 12.10 in all honesty, because you see we got up, if we look right in here, you can see that we've gone up past 12 quite a few times in all honesty, but there's always this resistance right around like 12.05 to 12.10. So I mean, in all honesty, if it looks like it starts consolidating around like 12 to 12.10, I'll go ahead and sell off, because with my average buy price, my total like buy price per share at 11.67, if it gets up to even just 12.05, I'm looking at what, 38 cents profit. It's not going to be a lot, but 38 cents profit divided by 11.67, we are looking at over 3% profit. Like I said, it's not going to be a huge profit at all. I'm not like feeling good about it or anything, but profits are profits still at the end of the day. Can't stress that enough. But yeah, that's just, I mean, if we could go ahead and break on through 12 and pop. A lot of people, like I said, are predicting 13 to 14. There's some wild guesses out there saying 20. I don't really see 20. I don't even see above 14, 15 in all honesty. But like I said, if it just goes ahead and pushes right on through, I think our next resistance is at like 12.50. If we look at the 180 day maybe. I know the 180 day looks a little crazy on this. But let's go ahead and just look right here. Our next resistance at that point would be right around 1250 to 1275. So between 1250 and 13, like I said, there's going to be a pretty strong resistance there. So I mean, obviously VIX in general, like VIX, TVIX, all those UVXY, whatever, all of them, they're really, really volatile, obviously. They pretty much go inverse of the stock market. You can see that, when was this? Back in February, when we had that huge sell-off back in February, you saw the TVIX, it did spike up to 20. I think that might be why very few people are saying it could go up to 20. I just don't see it, at least not Monday. Monday is all that I'm really looking out for. That's why why am I saying that I'm going to sell Monday more than likely? One, because I'll have profits as long as the market pulls back even just 300 points, more than likely. Two, you can always get back in. I can't stress that enough. You can always get back in, but you never know how long it's going to take for you to make your money back if you gamble and then it tanks. And with TVIX, it's obviously such a volatile stock, ETF, ETN, whatever you wish to call them, wherever they are exactly. That's just why I'm planning on exiting. I wanted to exit today, and like I said, I mean, I really thought about it. There was like it was like about half an hour that it kind of just sat there. If we go back to my Robinhood for the day, there was a solid like 15 to 30 minutes just between here at 2:40 Eastern to even here right around 3:20. So like I said, for about half an hour to an hour, I was just sitting there really, and when we hit above $800, like for my total account, up 17% on the day, I was really just concerned. I was like, look, I mean, I'm pretty much close to right back to where I started the week. Should I just cut my losses and start again, start back up Tuesday, and just start with a fresh week, fresh slate, so to speak, and just learn my lesson? And then I just looked back at my plan. I kind of just looked at how the markets were doing and just what's expected for Monday overall. And I just figured the risk over reward is there. I mean, I'm talking another potential, like $37 or more added to my account if this happens on Monday, which is looking very, very likely. I mean, you just got to do that at the end of the day. You got to calculate your risk versus potential reward and just go with whatever you feel is best. I mean, obviously, I always say, and most people say, don't trade based off your gut or feelings or anything like that. And I'm not saying I'm going off my feelings at all. But at the end of the day, you have to make your most best educated decision just based off of like what you see, what you expect, and just go with it at the end of the day. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm planning to sell right around 12 to 12.10, but if it just goes past 12 and surges, just keeps on going up to like 12, the next resistance at 12.50, then I'll look at it again around 12.50 or wherever it starts to have resistance. But as soon as this starts showing resistance above 12, I'm going to hop out of it. I'm not going to wait. I might wait a couple minutes just to see if it's going to consolidate for a little and then boom, keep pushing, because I mean, it does that obviously, but I'm not going to sit around and wait half an hour to an hour to sell and then potentially lose out on profits. So that's just me personally. Let me go ahead and get you guys pulled back up. Like I said, we're to the point in this live stream. If you guys have any questions or comments or any ticker symbols you want me to look at specifically, let me know really quick. I'm probably going to wrap this up here in a few minutes. Dinner is smelling like it's almost done. But yeah, and if whoever has thumbs down like 2 out of the last 3 or 4 videos is watching, who knows, it might not even be the same person, it might be 2 different viewers who aren't subscribed. But if you are watching, if you thumbs down any of them, let me know what exactly you didn't like about those live streams, and I might try to like fix it or something. I'm just trying to essentially, I mean, obviously you're going to get some thumbs down. Not everybody's going to agree with you. Not everybody's going to like you. Some people will click on your video and be like, I hate that person, thumbs down, and then just move on. I mean, people are like that. But I try to like keep my viewership good, I guess, because I mean, I don't have a lot of thumbs down on my videos. I try to please as many people as possible, I guess. And that's funny because most people that know me know I'm not a big fan on like being a people pleaser, but I know when it comes to like just YouTube and whatnot, you need to try to play nicely, to say the least. And I mean, I want to help as many people as possible, so I mean, if my content's not helping as many people as I want it to, then I obviously want to improve on that. But yeah, let's see how much we got joining live. So we only got, man, see, I might have messed up by going live too soon. I was wondering if I should have waited until later on tonight, but who knows? I mean, it's Friday. I don't expect a lot of people to really want to tune in on a Friday evening. A lot of people have other things to do. I actually got work in the morning myself. I'm going to work Saturday, Sunday, and then be off all day Monday, all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and then I have to go in Wednesday night at 11 o'clock. My normal shift is midnight to 8, but something goofy with the schedule. That's what happens when you work for government. They mess stuff up. But yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be awesome to finally start going live. I look for a lot of good things to happen starting next week. That is, like I said, I really consider just hopping out, cutting losses, but I just see so much potential for Monday. If you're going to be trading Monday, I would, one, do very high due diligence. Look at what ETFs and stocks tend to trade against the market, inverse of the market. So you're going to be looking at any stock that does with like VIX, UVXY is one of them, UVXY being a main component, if I remember right. Yes. As you can see here, this goes pretty much the same as TVIX. I mean, they look pretty much identical, right? Identical, just different numbers at the end of the day. So UVXY is one that you could consider trading Monday. Like I said, I'm never going to tell you guys what to trade whatsoever or anything like that. I'm just saying, do your due diligence. Look at recent trends on all forms of stocks and ETFs. Look at what tends to go up with the market and what tends to go down with the market. Obviously, none of us are fortune tellers, but all signs are pointing towards, I mean, even idiotic Kramer that is on CNBC is even saying, definitely do not be surprised if there's a huge bloodbath on Monday. So, I mean, just be prepared. I mean, if anything, if you don't feel comfortable, sit on the sideline with cash, do paper trading, do anything. Just don't risk your money if you don't feel 100%. I mean, obviously, you're never going to feel exactly 100, 150%. But if you don't feel confident enough, then just sit on the sidelines. Cash is king at the end of the day. I'd rather sit on cash than lose my ass, as I like to say. I know YouTube doesn't like you cussing, but it's kind of a good term, I think. But yeah, so with that, I mean, if there's no questions tonight, that's the first time in a week actually that we haven't had any questions or comments going on in the chat. But like I said, I know there's not a lot of you tuning in tonight, or I know there's never a lot right now anyways, but I know that people got a lot going on tonight, so I just wanted to hop on live really quickly to just show you guys an account update. Obviously, it's update number like 16. I might have labeled one or two videos wrong and got my numbers mixed up. I know it's like update 16, somewhere on there, of day trading with less than $1,000. That's the key. That's the main meme of these live streams every night is day trading with less than $1,000, update whatever, and then I try to have like a subheading, like what the video is actually going to be about on top of the overall update. So that's really at the end of the day why I want to do this video is, one, just to overall talk about averaging down and why it can actually make you some really good money and make your trades look even better, in all honesty. And then on top of that, like I said, just show you all an update, show you guys that if you continue, just stick to your plan and don't panic when everyone else panics. I mean, just look at my week. Could I have panicked down here and been like, oh my God, sell, sell, sell? Yes, but that made me what? Dumb, dumb, dumb. Why would you sell whenever you're down 16%? I mean, what's it going to do? Go down another 16, 30%? Yeah, if you're in penny stocks, maybe. But I knew the recent trends. I knew my goal. I knew the plan. I knew that the market was like well overbought. I knew the SPY was way overbought when SPY was at like what, 265. I called it over and over. People were saying I was crazy, and I was like, okay, whatever, watch it happen. Sure enough, it happened. We're at like 260 now on the SPY. Look for it to hit like I said, I look for it to hit 257, maybe even 255 by the time it's all said and done. That's just on the SPY alone. But yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow. Like I said, I usually go live every day. Saturday tends to be the day I don't go live, but you can at least expect some sort of a video to go up tomorrow. Saturday tends to be the day that I just put some kind of informative video out there for you guys that's just straight to the point, under 10 minutes usually. So for those of you that enjoy those videos, look out for that tomorrow at least. And then obviously Sunday, we're going to have Sunday Stock Watch, where I break down just a few stocks, ETFs, mostly ETFs, with a few stocks and whatever stocks you guys want me to break down. We'll have that on Sunday. I don't know what time exactly since I work Sunday. It'll probably be later on in the evening, similar to when I do the live stream in the evenings. But yeah, so I mean, if there's no, I'll check real quick, see if we got any last questions or anything. But yeah, so it doesn't look like we do. So if you guys see this video after the fact, because I know there's a few of you that have been tuning into me lately, and I greatly appreciate that. If you have any questions after this uploads or anything, just shoot them in the comments, and I'll get back to you personally. Or you can follow me on any of my social media. That's also in my description box. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys did like it. If you did, definitely make sure to smash that like button. I greatly appreciate that. And if you are new to the channel and like this video, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button below. I greatly appreciate that. But until next time, guys, keep on going out there, making those profits, covering those profits, achieving financial freedom. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy, guys.